pleased to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Walton. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Derek Brown coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Walton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Brian Burns providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
That's returnable now for Smith.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw, Newton. Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's going to look deep for more. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
From the 50, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On third down, Walton. Derek Brown in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, it's Newton. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Kaminsky. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now a hit and a loose football. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Off play action. Walton.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Walton. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Off the play fake, Walton. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Here's Smith to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Off play action. Newton.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the
simple,
guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They run with Patterson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Walton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Looking for the end zone.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he's got some space here. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Coup now for the point after.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. He finds his target, Ebron. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 37. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. On 1st and 10, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Newton. He's going to look deep for Moore. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Falcons 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, that's hauled in by Marshall. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Here's Smith to return it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Right back to Hubbard.
And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now a give, right side. Patterson. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on second down, Walton.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Looking to throw on second down. Walton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Walton airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Off the bootleg. Walton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 37 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton flushed out right. Short little throw to Ebron. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, it's Patterson, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Walton. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Out of the gun, Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Spencer. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. To throw on 2nd down. Walton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,